earlier, it's a platform for recreating a crisis in an alternate virtual reality to prevent or limit their occurrence in the real world. IMEROPEX builds on the work I did running the CEMEX program for DoD and DHS, addressing very critical and emotionally destabilizing and concerning problems like school shootings. The challenge, every crisis manager wants to find a way of preparing for a crisis before it happens. The black swan event, the gray swan event, the thing you hope never happens but probably will. There are a lot of approaches to this. Some are Monte Carlo simulations, data simulations, and so on. No human beings are involved. Others are tabletop exercises where you do concept development, but you don't really have any metrics. And then finally, you have the field events that are real, but hard to control and manage. They're usually training events, which beg the question as to what is really important to train against. Now, IMEROPEX combines the elements of all three with human interaction. It provides the controls and measures of a Monte Carlo simulation, the concept development of a tabletop exercise, and the realism of a field event all rolled into one. So you can deconstruct the event before it happens, provide data to the clients. There are two components of the business. One is the service, the VR scenarios provided to the client, and the other is the centerpiece technical development called the full dive virtual reality unit that totally immerses the operators in the environment to make it as real as possible. There's a huge market, as Anthony mentioned. There's a huge market for modeling and simulation, crisis management, and VR. IMEROPEX would intercept and shape those markets. Competitive edge, as far as what's going on right now in the VR industry, a number of companies are selling VR components, headsets, haptic suits, haptic gloves, treadmills, and so on, or game engines. But no one company is integrating them all together in a fully immersive experience. In addition to that, other companies are building various services for VR training. No one is really looking at using VR for risk reduction and risk mitigation and risk prediction. As far as traction is concerned, I'm not like the other presentation. I'm pre-revenue. So traction is very unique in this case. We have done an MVP development. We actually demonstrated the full dive virtual reality unit at Houston Community College back in November of last year. We are also part of the Microsoft Founders Hub, so I have 150K at cloud credits plus engineering support from Microsoft. In addition to that, I have a patent pending on the full dive virtual reality unit. But most importantly, I developed a relationship with the Texas Education Agency and DHS. They're willing to provide sweat equity to participate in an experiment to look at school safety in Texas, recreating what happened in Uvalde. That's my team. 250 years of hardware, software, data science experience. As far as the business plan itself, I'll be providing a service, average cost of subscription to maintain the scenarios and operate them, about $70K per year. And I'll also be selling the hardware, the full dive virtual reality units, with a licensing fee of about 4%. I'm requesting $1.5 million to do the pilot event in Texas on school shootings, recreating what happened in Uvalde to find out how you can prevent or limit such an event. Right now, VR is used primarily for entertainment, diversion, and training. I want to use it to find out why these terrible things happen in order to prevent them from happening in the real world. Thank you.